It is now the end of Season 3, and we are now in Season 4, Absolute Doom. Season 3 was, in my opinion, a top 3 season. I'd say it's probably in third place for me. First place going to Chapter 2, Season 7, Invasion. Second place going to Resistance, Chapter 3, Season 2, and then this being in third place. This was really just such a good season. I was actually originally excited for Season 4. I thought it looked like it would be a lot of fun with all the mythics that they looked like they were adding to the game. But when I actually played this season, it was actually probably the first season where they added something overpowered, and I actually was kind of annoyed by it. This season was less of like me feeling like the Doom guy, where I'm just like unstoppable and just like the funniest thing ever, and I feel like I'm going into more of a Gordon Freeman or like Master Chief type of situation where now I'm like hiding, and I feel like I have to think a little bit more about what I'm doing than I did last season, where last season I could just drive around, and as long as I was hitting those funny boxes, I was basically fine. I don't think it's the War Machine stuff that's really OP. I really think it's just the shield. I think if you combine the shield with the shoulder thing that like auto aims for you, it's a little overpowered, but it's mostly the shield. Now, I don't think we should nerf the shield because I think the problem is there's not enough stuff to counter it, in my opinion. I think what we need is either more counters or more mobility. Like, if I don't want to fight, I think they should add something like Spider-Man's Mythics or something, because last season there was way more ways to get away from like car fights or just like fights in general. Like if you were like really low and there was a way for you to like get away, it was much easier. Like last season, like if I was trying to get away, I could either just do Nitro Fists, or I could just get into somebody's car, or I would just get into my own car. And the thing with the cars is that you're way less vulnerable to shots when you're in them, so it makes it way more enjoyable to play against people shooting at you than when you're just out in the open and the only thing you really have to protect yourself is the shield. And there was also more counters to it. Like, if there was like a car coming after you, you'd do the boom bolt was good. I think that was like fair. Yeah, there was like more counters to the game, so either fight or run away. But this season launch, I'm sure they're gonna add more stuff later on, but this season launch is just not it right now. Okay, so I don't know Fortnite lore too well. I'm into it, but I'm not like an expert. But I'm not sure, did Megalodon die between the event and Absolute Doom? Because I think he should be an NPC on the map, similar to Oscar. You should be able to like either challenge him or just straight up buy like Nitro Fists from him. Like, because I think that would be a nice thing of mobility to add if you just had Megalodon like maybe where like his boat was, or like near his boat, and he sells maybe like his shotgun, maybe challenge for his fists or whatever. Just so we have a little bit more mobility in the game, because I would probably just land there every match and get the fists, and then maybe head to like one of the places that has a lot of the Avengers chests and get that stuff, because I think it would be way more easier to counter the shields and all that, or completely dodge them by just using Nitro Fists to either run away or just bash the shield and it gets busted down. I think removing all the car mod stuff was not the best thing for this season. I don't think we should have every single gas station 3 boxes with a guaranteed category in every single box. I think maybe every other gas station on the map could have 1 box, and it's not tied to a specific category, like how every box on this one corner of the gas station always had a specific kind of wheel. You would either get the off-road tires or the bulletproof tires. I think there should be 1 box per like every other gas station. Like, I think there should maybe like 3 or 4 of them on the map in total. And I think it could be literally anything. Like, it could be the wheels, it could be the guns, it could be the bumper things in front of the car. But like, I think if maybe there could be another like car counter to the Marvel stuff, shield specifically. Like, if I could get lucky one match and get a grenade launcher on a car, that would be nice. Also, maybe add Nitro back, like not in its like maybe just like the bottles of nitro where you splash them on your head, or maybe even like the cans around the map from last season. Those were nice, where you ran into them and they gave you nitro. That would be a good addition to the game. Well, I just think there needs to be like more mobility and more counters to specifically the shield. I don't think the war machine stuff is too OP. I just think it's the shield and the lack of mobility that makes the game really difficult to play. But then I can't really get away because the jetpack goes at like the speed of Uncle Ben. He's just dead. It doesn't even move. I feel like it just doesn't move at all. The only other mobility they have is the shockwave grenades, but they run out. I think there needs to be a more sustainable form of mobility, like how the Nitro Fist, like there was 4 charges or 5 charges if you had the mythic, but like they would recharge over time. I think there needs to be a fast mobility, but it can like recharge, and it's like easy to sustain. Like Spider-Man gloves, they have like 80 like turns in them, so it's much more fair to just do that instead of just, oh, I have this slow little jetpack that can go like 2 miles an hour. It's not that fast. I do think it's kind of weird that the people who like the car season also like this season a lot, because people are just kind of almost blindly saying it's a good season because it's the Marvel season. Another Marvel season, 2021 was good. I think it's the same thing with those like edits where people are like, oh, the MCU is back because they brought back Robert Downey Jr. It feels like that. Oh, because they brought back this old thing, it's good now. It's not, oh, they brought back this old thing, but they don't have the right items in the game yet. So this season launch feels a little bit clunky because of the shield, and there's no mobility or counters for the shield. So you're basically cooked in most of the situations when you don't have a shield. So I think this season's really just getting not that much criticism because it's the Marvel season, and it's just automatically good because it's Marvel and because Doctor Doom. I guess like I like the battle pass, but the gameplay is just not my favorite during this launch. So just let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you want to see more videos about my opinions on seasons, just subscribe and maybe share this video with your friends to see if they have similar opinions to me. That would be good. Alright.